Hey guys, Andrew here from MarketEdge.pro, and up in Glenmore, they're doing all sorts of development. They're building all the way along here, and then this pushes off way in the back here. So this is going to have thousands of homes in years to come. It's going to be crazy. But fortunately for now, we still have it. It's this piece of beauty. So what I want to talk about today is being the head versus being the tail. And we see it all throughout society. And in particular, we're seeing it with crypto and how the SEC is going after Ripple and how they're trying to not only regulate them, but trying to manipulate them into submission. And they're doing that on purpose because they no longer want the US to be the superpower of the world. And they're pushing and distributing that power out into the globalist nations and into the globalist states. And so right now, a lot of the exchanges like Binance, and then you're going to see Coinbase and Ripple and all these other exchanges and cryptos leave and move and migrate over into the Middle East and over into Europe. But that's going to be a trap because once it gets set there and in place there, they're not going to be able to come out of that. And that's why I'm a big believer in holochain, but that's for another video. However, for the time being, that's going to be a good place to invest in. There's going to be some great places to see some real returns, I believe. But the real thing is not all these distractions, not the destruction of the United States, not the open borders, not all of it, but what is God doing? What is his purposes for us here on this earth? And we can either come underneath all this fear that's being spread, or we can rise in faith. And as I said that, the wind starts to blow. I just feel like Sean Boltz just said, the winds of change, and we can rise and ride the winds into our destiny, into our future. And so that's just what I want to speak about today. I'm going to start trying to push out a video a day on some current topics and what's going on. But I still think Ripple and Stellar are going to be really good investments for the next season of 5-10 years. Are going to be the major shakers, the major players, until that all gets gobbled up, and then there's Elon Musk sitting in the back, and even though he's positioning himself as a good guy, freedom and press, and having Twitter and Tucker Carlson coming on, what's he doing in the background that concerns me? And what's he going to be doing with Twitter, with all these people coming on Twitter and being able to get all that data, all that information? So crazy times right now, but the main thing is the God thing, keeping our eyes upon him, seeing what he's doing and seeing what he wants to do in the business realm, in the kingdom realm, in all these other different areas. And the wild card here is Donald Trump and how he went into CNN and went into the Lion's Den and just absolutely busted wide open. And he's not jumping on Twitter, if you haven't noticed. And I really believe, that anointing, that Kim Clement's prophetic call over Donald Trump's life is that he's going to come in like a lion, and we're going to see him return like never before. But it's going to be interesting as they push all that wealth out into the other nations, into the BRIC nations, and distribute it elsewhere. We're going to see a huge vacuum in the United States. So it's going to be interesting to see how he overcomes. But he will. It will happen. So it's going to be awesome to see that all take place and the triumph happen. So we'll talk to you tomorrow. Have a great day.